This is my audience. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Hi, my name is Jessica Cow, and this is my informative speech for effective speaking. Hi, everyone. Today I am going to inform you all of the creative mind and the man that is Hayao Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki is more than just an artist. He is a visionary and a pioneer in the art of animation and has been developing his skill throughout his lifetime. When I was 11 years old, I saw my first Miyazaki film, Spirited Away, and I was riveted. His animation took me on an adventure where suddenly there was no barriers and anything was possible. This is the kind of experience one would receive from the mind of Miyazaki. I have been surrounded by the arts my entire life. I have 16 years of experience in ballet and 20 years of experience in violin. Even if I am not an artist in the way that Miyazaki might be, I have a knack for knowing what can provoke emotion and what can capture and enthrall your mind. Miyazaki's works of art can accomplish all of this. Even though I cannot show you his works, I hope to convey to you how his creative contributions to society have shaped a whole new demographic of what an artist can be. Hayao Miyazaki was born on January 5th, 1941 in Tokyo, Japan, to a middle-class family. Feldman, 1994. His father was an engineer and his mother stayed at home. He was born during the World War II era, and as such, his family quickly became part of the aeronautics industry. This part of his past is conveyed through his movies. Because of World War II, Miyazaki's family had to evacuate Tokyo for about 3 years. During this time, he began drawing. However, it was not until he got to high school that his interest in animation started to take off. After high school, Miyazaki entered the university and graduated. Then, in 1963, he started working at an animation studio called Toei Scene. After that, he worked at many other studios. In 1984, he finally decided to open his own animation studio called Studio Ghibli. That is when his work became legendary. He made his first movie, Castles in the Sky, followed shortly after that by Nausicaa Valley of the Wind and Princess Mononoke. Miyazaki had gained some popularity, but he finally had his big break in 2001 when he created the movie Spirited Away. This was probably his most well-known work. Spirited Away is not only his most well-known work, but it is also my favorite work. It's about a small girl named Chihiro who becomes trapped in a spirit world and is forced to work in the bathhouse to try to retrieve her parents from the spirit world. Not only does this movie take you to a different place, but the music ignites emotion that one could not believe possible in supposedly a child's movie. This is the Spirited Away movie. Another one of his works is a movie called Ponyo, which was released in 2009. While not his most interesting storyline, it is very visually entertaining. This movie was loosely based on Hans Christian Andersen's tale of The Little Mermaid. This is Ponyo. Even though Ponyo did not get the best reviews, it is likely that Miyazaki did not care. He once said, "I never read the reviews, I'm not interested, but I value a lot the reaction of the spectators." Miyazaki, 2003. In 2014, Miyazaki announced his retirement at age 73, shortly after the release of his last film, The Wind Rises. He is now working on a manga, something he has always wanted to do since college. The fact that he is done making movies does not mean he is done having an effect on our hearts. Miyazaki is a kind, creative soul that has given people of all ages the ability to never stop dreaming and always have something to believe in. He is, in my opinion, the best thing that has happened to film since Walt Disney and will be revered as a force of animation forever. Today, I wanted to be able to describe the impact that Miyazaki has had on art culture as a whole. I hope that this information has served as a good reference to his art and has placed emphasis on how his artwork can change your life. I wanted to convey to children that life is worth living. That message has not changed. Miyazaki, 2013.